What's up, the John Squad? This is Sean Pillion here, your YouTube World Heavyweight Wrestling Champion here on YouTube. Now, here's my WWE Smackdown live review, or like I call it, WWE Smackdown review for August 2nd, 2016. Let's get things going here, John Squad. Shall we? Ah, botched it. Just like Daniel Bryan botched it too. I'm gonna get into that too. Ah, let's get into my SmackDown review. Let's get things going here. Put the belt down. Here we go. Haha. We kick off WWE SmackDown Live with Randy Orton, Shane McMahon, and Daniel Bryan backstage. And they show the footage of what Randy Orton did to Brock Lesnar, from giving him an RKO out of nowhere, giving Brock Lesnar an RKO out of nowhere. That's what happens. Then security has to be with Orton, so they escort Orton. So then, after that, The Miz appears out of nowhere with the Intercontinental belt, holding the title, and he comes out of nowhere, and Daniel Bryan says that you're gonna have to fight Baron Corbin, Apollo Crews, not Cruz, Crude, and and um and Kalisto in a, well, he doesn't have to face him, but that's gonna crown a new number one contender for the Miz's Intercontinental title. So that's gonna lead up. But Daniel Bryan did botch it. It was supposed to be Apollo Crews, but he said Apollo Creed or Crude or something like that. So I just thought that was funny too, the way he botched it. Okay, so now Dean Ambrose comes to the ring and gets on the mic, talks about that he got here by beating Rollins and Roman and being the captain of the Blue Brand, holding on to the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, or you like to call it the WWE Champion. You never know. So he also talks about Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler comes out next, and he gets on the mic and says that him and Dean are similar to each other, and says that we are. And then Dean Ambrose says to him that we are not similar to him. So I was like, oh, okay, like that. I was like similar with that. He is not going to lose to Ziggler or anyone. He's not going to lose the title to anyone or to Dolph Ziggler. Dolph also talked about scratching and clawing his way to the top and trying to be the best he is. Dean says Ziggler is too worried about his looks, his hair, his face, his shorts wiggling his butt. So that's what it is all about. But then Dolph Ziggler says, I will become champion because he is damn good. That's what Dolph Ziggler says. So that was good right there. But then, what? Bray Wyatt's in the ring, gives his sister Abigail to Dolph Ziggler, and says this now. I want to fight you, Dolph Ziggler. You do not deserve to be in this match at SummerSlam. I want to fight you, and then if I win, I'm the new number one contender. If you win, you're still the number one contender. So that sets up for a main event tonight between Dolph Ziggler and Bray Wyatt. That's what sets it up. So now, let's see. The first match we have on SmackDown is Apollo Crews versus Kalisto versus Baron Corbin. And the winner of that match is Apollo Crews. He is the new number one contender to challenge The Miz at SummerSlam for the Intercontinental Championship. That's good right there. But then, after the match, Baron Corbin beats up on Kalisto. Apollo Crews tries to make the save, but fortunately the Miz puts the skull crushing finale on Apollo Crews. Then out of nowhere, Baron Corbin turns around, puts the end of days on the Miz, and that is what happens with that segment. The second match we have on SmackDown is Becky Lynch versus Eva Marie. Now, when Eva Marie was getting into the ring, I don't think this wasn't fixed or nothing. I think she really hurt herself by getting into the ring, and that's what my best friend Shane said. So she really hurt herself. So that match does not take place due to Eva Marie being hurt on her leg. So something I don't know what that means. Eva Marie being hurt. Same old, same old. She always botches everything, man. No wonder why she gets a lot of booze. The next match we had on SmackDown was America Alpha versus the Vaudevillains. The winner of that match is America Alpha. Hey, we want some Gable. Hey, we want some Gable. Got done with that one. Another match we had on SmackDown was Fandango with Tyler Breeze on ringside versus Randy Orton. And now the winner is Randy Orton by disqualification because Brock Lesnar came into the ring and F5 Randy Orton. That's what happened right there. Brock gives Orton the F5, and then security during commercial break. Security's trying to get Brock Lesnar to the back, saying that he's only making it be a personal reason, trying to get back at Orton when he gave him the RKO out of nowhere on Monday. So that's what happened there. So now I think this is going to be a good up to SummerSlam feud between Randy Orton and Brock, between both brands. The next match we have on SmackDown is Carmella versus Natalia. The match does not take place at all whatsoever because it does not happen because Natalia jumps Carmella from behind, puts a sharpshooter on her, and she's tapping out, tappy, 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 tapping out. So that's what happens right there. So the match does not happen, and Natalia's standing tall. Now then we have a Heath Slater and Daniel Bryan segment where Heath Slater wants to be signed to SmackDown, and Daniel Bryan says that next week, Heath Slater, you're gonna have a match, and whether you like it or not, you're gonna have a match and you're gonna have to fight not only, but guess what? Gore! Rhino Gore's Heath Slater, and that means next week we're gonna have a match between Heath Slater and Rhino. If Heath Slater wins, he gets a contract for SmackDown Live. But spoiler alert, Heath Slater is not gonna win. It's gonna be Rhino. Now we move on to a couple in-ring segments between AJ Styles has a message to John Cena. John Cena comes out, tells AJ to talk. AJ Styles says that he figured him out and what his problem is with him is that I don't want you here. AJ Styles does not want John Cena here. AJ says that he is a winner. Where is his trophy for beating John Cena? He is going to prove to C Nation that that he's going to prove to C Nation that Cena does not belong here. But then Cena says this that Cena's here to stay, and AJ, and then we have a match at SummerSlam between AJ Styles versus John Cena went on without no club, no interference whatsoever. So now that's going to be a good one too, leading up to SummerSlam. Now we move on to the main event. Who is the new number one contender? Who's it going to be? Is it going to be Dolph Ziggler still staying the number one contender, or is it going to be Bray Wyatt? So, how this match to me works. Dolph Ziggler pulls off the turnbuckle, puts Bray Wyatt's head through the turnbuckle, does not get DQ'd, and the winner of that match is Dolph Ziggler. He is still the number one contender for Dean Ambrose's WWE World Heavyweight, or whatever you want to call it, WWE Championship or World Heavyweight title. So he is still the number one contender. But then after the match, Dolph Ziggler gets a beatdown by Eric Rowan, and Dean Ambrose tries to make the save, but that fails because Eric Rowan starts beating up on Dean Ambrose, and so does Bray Wyatt. And to show up Bray Wyatt doing this, follow the buzzards. Once again, John Squad, I hope you enjoyed my WWE Smackdown review. Please like this video, leave your comment down below, and subscribe for more. And let me know what you thought about this Smackdown Live. I want to get your thoughts down below. Please like this video, leave your comment down below, and subscribe for more. Hopefully you enjoyed SmackDown. I hope we don't have a couple haters that hated the show, but I enjoyed it from my perspective. Once again, please like this video, leave your comment down below, and subscribe. Peace out, John Squad. Enjoy the rest of your hump day. You're all the best. You're one of a kind.